Hey guys, hey, welcome back to Nouveau Tarot UK. Big warm thank you if you are a returning viewer and you've subscribed in particular. Massive thanks for that, really appreciate it. If you're new, then welcome. It's always great to have new people. And today our reading is, what are their current feelings? If you want to get straight to your reading, there are timestamps in the description box and you can do that. But we're looking at, what are their current feelings, what's in their heart. And we've got 3 decks to choose from. We've got deck number 1, which is the Radiant Wise deck, and that is with the little silver heart there. Then we've got the Waite deck with the green heart. And then we've got the third group, which is the Nouveau deck with this beautiful little silver patterned heart. So just as usual, use your intuition, going for the path that's calling to you. Once again, it's a general reading, so, if there's messages there, take the messages that resonate with you. If they don't resonate with you, you don't have to take them, or maybe it's for somebody else, or maybe you can pick another pile or another reading. It's entirely up to you, but you never have to, take a message that doesn't feel right to you. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading, and bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, welcome back to your reading. So you chose this deck to do our reading today, which is, what are their current feelings, what's in their heart at the moment. And you also chose a beautiful silver heart there, and I'm just going to put that there so that we can see in our reading. And before we do our tarot, I think I'm just going to do some oracle cards first. So we are going to look at, what are their current feelings, what's in their heart for you, and the connection at this point in time. It's a timeless reading, just to remind you, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. And also, if you feel like you want to subscribe, particularly if you like the reading, then please do. That's probably the best thing that you can do for the channel right now, and I would really, really appreciate that. But anyway, let's get cracking. So what is pile number 1's person's current feelings about them and the connection? Please, can you tell me what is pile number 1's person's? I think this one wants to come out. Okay, so this says it's a new moon in Aquarius, so Aquarius might mean something to you, for some of you, and it says bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. So maybe this situation is something where, love needs to be brought in. So maybe it's a new situation that needs to spark up, something like that. Or maybe it's a situation that's in separation, or there's been some issues or problems, and, it's about your person wanting to bring love into the situation and wanting to remind them that, love needs to be brought in, something soft needs to be brought into this connection. New moons generally always mean, it's the start of the cycle, isn't it? The start of the lunar cycle. It's about wiping the slate clean. It's about new intentions. It's about bringing, building up new goals, new intentions, that kind of thing. So that might resonate for some of you, but let's take a look. Let's have another oracle card here. Let's see. So, please can you tell me, what does pile number 1's person, what is in their heart? What are their feelings for pile number 1 right now? What is pile number 1's person's feelings for pile number 1? Oh, number 1 right now. I'm thinking it's this one. Okay, so this one says trust. Okay, so maybe there's something in this situation where they're wanting you to trust, or there needs to be more trust in the situation. It kind of goes with bring love into the situation as well. So I'm sensing already that possibly for some of you, this is a situation where you might be in separation from this person, or there might be some issues with this relationship, and you're being required to trust and bring love into it, to remember that love needs to come back into the situation. Or maybe it's something whereby, you need to take a leap of faith. So maybe it's something brand new where you're needing to take a leap of faith into something, and this is, sort of guiding you and saying that, you can trust in it. But anyway, let's have a look. So we've got trust and we've got bring love into the situation. They've both got, obviously this is the moon from the Moonology deck, and this obviously has the moon there as well. So I'm just wondering, maybe for some of you, whether this is a situation You know, like I say, that might be in separation, or it might be in darkness, or that might be somehow hidden in some way, or where you're being required to use your, or look to or rely on your intuition, because we've got the moon in both of them. But anyway, let's get cracking. So first of all, let's have an idea, you know, so what is, oh, that one wants to come out straight away, which is the Two of Wands. Okay, so what is pile number one's person's feelings right now? What's in their heart for pile number one? Please can you tell me, what is pile number one's person's feelings right now? Three of Wands, okay, so there's a lot of waiting. What is pile number one's person's feelings right now for pile number one? We have two that come out there. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we also have the 3 of Cups. So we'll just go for those four at the moment. And we'll look at the bottom of the deck, which is the 6 of Pentacles here. Okay, so, I mean, these are actually all quite positive cards, and I'm feeling that, and underneath and the reason why I've gone for underneath is because this card sort of moved itself up, and underneath that we have the Lovers. So we have the 6 of Pentacles and we have the Lovers here. Oh my goodness, and underneath that, sorry, I can't help but do that, is the 4 of Wands. Okay, so, and I'm going to put those there because they obviously want it to come out, so I'm just going to put those there, and then I'm going to turn that over like that. I feel like these wanted to come out. So I'm feeling that your person is actually feeling that you are somebody very significant to them, because we have the Lovers here and we have the 4 of Wands. Now that talks about a very significant relationship. It can talk about a soulmate, twin flame relationship. So it feels to me that they see this situation as a very significant situation for them. There may even be, you know, may even be engaged or married or in a very long-term commitment with this person, possibly. And they are seeing it as a very significant situation. Or it could be that there has been some choices in love, because the Lovers card can mean choices, choices that are coming up for them. But I have to say that my feeling is that with all these cards, you know, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles here right underneath the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles is all about, you know, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is sort of like the pinnacle of kind of happiness, and particularly in a kind of material and sort of family orientated way. You know, we see all the generations of the family in this card, all living together harmoniously. It feels to me like it's a very kind of family setup. I mean, this person, it may even be that this person actually wants, with this 4 of Wands, kind of marriage, commitment. It really feels like that, marriage, commitment, something around that, where they really want to settle and build something with you. Now, for some reason, there is this little bit, there's 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands here, particularly with the trust and the bring love into the situation. So if some of you are in separation, I feel like you might be in this kind of waiting period, or they feel like they're in a bit of a waiting period. Maybe they want to kind of steam ahead with it, or maybe they want to go ahead with it. Maybe something's happened and you are a little bit more reticent, because they're asking for trust and they're asking for love to be brought into the situation. So maybe if you are in a breakup, and there is this kind of period of waiting, contemplating, with the 2 of Wands. With the 3 of Wands here, they may be feeling that there's a little bit of unnecessary waiting for this situation to move forward in some way. Or you may think that there's some unnecessary waiting, that they seem to be stalling or pausing unnecessarily in some way, and you don't quite understand why that is. But my sense is that with the 3 of Cups here, that they really are feeling very, very, very positive right now about the connection. I mean, there might be some doubts. They might be weighing a few things up with the 2 of Wands here, or there might be some sort of overseas connection, and that might be why there's a little bit of stalling or a little bit of waiting, because these 2 cards do make me feel like maybe you're in separation geographically in some way, or you might just be in separation whereby you know, there's this kind of period of stalling or waiting. But in terms for them, they feel, I think it's definitely that they would like to move forward in this situation, that they would like to, you know, this situation, that you bring them a lot of joy, you bring them a lot of happiness, I mean, it may be that with the Three of Cups here and the Lovers card here, that there's been a little bit of a situation where there may have been some choices. They may have made some choices in the past, which, you know, might be why you're being asked to trust or bring love into the situation. So maybe there's been some problems, some difficulties around another person or around a third party, possibly. And that might be why we have the Three of Cups and the Lovers card here. But my sense is that they really do want to, if that is the situation, that they are just waiting for the right time to make their move and to come back into the situation, because I think these cards are incredibly positive, and they would like to be able to build something up with you again, or certainly revive something again. Now, the Six of Pentacles here is a card of generosity. It might have been that in the previous, if some of you are in separation from this person and there were some problems, it may have been that they were only kind of giving you just enough. They weren't really giving you very much. But they would like to change that now, because they see you as something, like I say, someone very, very, very significant to them, somebody who they really want to, without a doubt, kind of build something up very strong with, to build a sort of firm foundation, certainly for you and for them. But it does, I think they recognise that it does require for you to trust them, maybe all over again. And maybe for some of you, this is a situation which is, you know, hidden in some way with the moon here, hasn't quite come to light. Maybe it's something that's going on in some way behind the scenes, or underneath the surface. But maybe what they're saying is now that they are, you know, they are wanting to bring it into the light. They are wanting to bring something solid and concrete into this situation. But anyway, let's see what else they are feeling. So what is pile number one's person feeling? Oh, the Star. Again, another positive, very positive card here. What is pile number one's person feeling for pile number one? What is pile number one's person feeling for pile number one? Six of Swords. What is pile number one's person feeling for pile number one? The Lovers again. Oh my goodness, wow. And one more. What is pile number one's person feeling for pile number one? And we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and underneath the deck, what do we have? We have the Strength card. Yeah, so that does make me feel that for some of you, you know, this is a period where you might be having some challenges, or you might be in separation from this person with the Nine of Wands, because they are feeling challenged with this. They have all these positive feelings for you. They feel a very deep, strong connection. It's kind of like a soulmate, twin flame connection, with the Lovers card coming up twice. Here we have the Lovers card coming up twice, but it does also make me feel that there may have been some choices here which requires them to move away from a situation. So for some of you, it might be that this person is in a committed situation somewhere else, and that they're involved with you as well, and maybe what they're thinking is that they need to move away from something. But this is quite a slow moving energy, and that might be, and we've also got the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, so it may be what I was saying before, that you're kind of wondering why it is that it's going so slow. And there is this sort of slowness to it, and I think it's because it requires, you know, a lot of strength on their part. They're feeling quite burdened with it all, and they need to draw on their strength really to get through it, to move through it. But I definitely feel that they have very, very, very strong feelings for you. I mean, they may be in a settled situation themselves. That might be why we have the Ten of Pentacles here. But this is relating to you. The question is, you know, what are their feelings for you? What's in their heart? And what I would say is that they, you know, they are in. I feel there's a deep love for you, definitely. They definitely have a deep love for you. But there might be certain situations or certain things in the connection, you know, particularly if you're in separation, or certain, you know, other relationships that they may be involved with the Lovers card coming up twice, and the sort of traditional meaning of the Lovers card meaning choices, that, you know, kind of means that it has been quite challenging for them, or they're finding it quite challenging for them, you know, because we have the Six of Swords and we have the Nine of Wands on either side of this Lovers card, which tells me that they do want to move into more kind of like, you know, less choppier waters into a smoother situation. But it is a bit of a challenge for them, and it does require them to draw on their strength. And maybe it requires you to draw on your strength in this situation, because I suspect, you know, that if you are in separation from this person, or that there are other people involved in this situation, you know, it's hard for you to manage without a doubt as well. But I think it is around trust, and you needing to trust them and bring more love into the situation. I think from their point of view, what this reading is telling me is that they do actually have really strong feelings for you. And I think with the Six of Swords, you know, they want to move into, you know, into a calmer situation with you. They want to be able to, because the Strength card is about, really, it's about, you know, somebody being able to overcome something that might be, you know, with this Lion, something that might be a threat, something that might be a challenge, but in a gentle way. So my sense is that if for some of you this is a situation where they are moving from something else towards you, they want to be able to do that right. They want to be able to do that in a peaceful way, in a loving way. And that might be why we have this kind of stalling, these two sort of stalling cards here, where from your point of view you might be thinking this is kind of unnecessary waiting. But I think that they are coming towards you. They will do it slowly. And, you know, I think what they're asking is for you to still have faith, for you to still have trust in the situation. But obviously that's your choice, number one, pile number one, depending on what might have happened. But in terms of these cards, I mean, these are very, very, very positive cards around their feelings for you and about what's in their heart for you. Now, obviously, in terms of astrological signs, with the Lovers card twice, then obviously that is Gemini. With the 2 and 3 of Wands, that is Aries energy. With the kind of 10 of Pentacles, we've got Virgo. With the 3 of Cups, we've got Cancer. With the 6 of Pentacles, well, that's Taurus energy. We've also got the 4 of Wands here, and that also can be Aries. So quite a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire and a lot of passion, I think, in this, you know, in these cards. With the Strength card, you know, that's the sort of, that makes me feel of, you know, Leo energy there. So I think really we've got quite a lot of predominant wands here, so I'd say quite a lot of fire signs here, and obviously Gemini, some air signs, and with Taurus, and I think I said the 10 of Pentacles was Virgo energy here. We don't have a lot of water signs here other than the 3 of Cups, which is that Cancer energy. So those are some of the astrological signs here, but I think in terms of how they feel about you and what's in their heart, I mean, I think they've got some very loving feelings towards you, really deep feelings, that they see it as a very sort of soulmate, twin flame, a deep connection here, without a doubt. And I think they will get over these kind of little hurdles, but for them, they want to do it properly. That's what I'm feeling. They want to do it properly. They want to do it. They want to do it carefully. They want to do it peacefully. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. But anyway, let's have a message card. Does pile number one's person have a message right now for pile number one? Does pile number one's person have a message right now for pile number one? This says romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So for those of you where this isn't a, you know, this is maybe a crush situation or something like that, then they're definitely saying that they want romance. Or if it's a renewal, you're in separation, they want to bring romance back into the situation. They want, and particularly with the Lovers cards, I mean, these are all about romance, aren't they? Lovers, 4 of Wands, you know, there is a lot of romance in this situation, and a lot of fire and a lot of passion. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. So what is pile number one's person feeling? What would they like to say? What's in their heart for pile number one? It says here, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So maybe if some of you, like I say, are in separation, we've got this trust card, we've got breath love into the situation. Maybe you've gone through, you know, maybe before maybe they weren't making enough effort. Like I said, with this kind of card, which maybe says that they were given a few crumbs before, they weren't doing enough. And in separation, they've kind of realised how much you mean to them, and they know now that they need to make the effort. They need to do a lot to to bring this situation back into being, and they want to. They definitely have the feelings there. They see, that you are a very significant situation to them. We have the Star card here. I don't think I've talked about the Star card, but I mean, the Star card is about hope and it's about healing. So maybe they're wanting to bring hope and healing into the situation. It also means that somebody might be, if you're prominent on social media, or you have a presence on social media, or maybe they're looking at you, maybe they are, seeing what you're up to if you're in separation there. But certainly with the Star card, they want balance, they want hope, they want healing to be brought back into the situation. They want to begin to make the effort again. But anyway, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be alerted to whenever I do a reading in the future. Other than that, have a fantastic day and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at, what are their current feelings and what's in their heart, what are they actually feeling for you. So you chose the Waite deck, and you also chose this beautiful little green heart here. I'm going to put that down there for you so we can see it in the reading. And before we do our tarot, we're just going to do a few sort of oracle cards here. So just to say, it's a timeless reading, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. And if you do feel like you've enjoyed the reading and you want to subscribe, then please do hit that subscribe bell button and the and the notification bell. That would be fantastic. That would really help me out, and it would help out the channel. It would mean I could do more readings like this one. But anyway, let's get cracking. So let's see, what is pile number 2's person feeling right now for pile number 2? Well, that one clearly wants to come out. Well, this is uncanny because this card, I can't believe that, this card came out in pile number 1 in exactly the same, right now at the beginning of the reading, and it says bring love into the situation. And it is new moon and Aquarius. So I think that's a strong indication for you maybe to look at pile number 1 as well as this reading, if you feel drawn to it. So bring love into the situation. Okay. So let's see what comes out in this oracle card as well. Let's see. So please can you tell me, what does pile number 2's person feel right now for pile number 2? What is in their heart for pile number 2? I think it's this one actually at the top. And this says gateway. Okay, so maybe with the bring love into the situation and gateway, they're looking for a new, they're feeling like they want a new era, because new moons, this one here is new moon. Now new moons is about wiping the slate clean. It's about beginning again. It's right at the beginning of the lunar cycle where we begin to build up and think about, our new goals, our new intentions, starting again, what we want to achieve, what we want to accomplish. And this says bring love into the situation. So this might be around renewal, reconciliation, or starting something new. And with the gateway is all about, going through the gateway into this kind of fantastic, magical place, because we've got a unicorn on this card. So maybe they see this in a very magical way, this connection, or they feel there could be a lot of magic in this connection. They feel there's a lot of potential in this connection. They feel like there's something else maybe guiding it, like I say, something magical, something wondrous, something well, this is this kind of promised land almost if you go through the gateway. So maybe there's something that you need to go through, some hurdles that you need to go over that they're feeling in order for you to achieve and get to this place within the relationship, which is what they are thinking about. So they want to bring love into the situation and they want to go through the gateway to either start up something new, and I don't know what's going to come up in the tarot cards, or to renew something, or to have some kind of reconciliation. But anyway, let's see what the cards are telling us. So please can you tell me what is pile number 2's person feeling right now? For pile number 2, what is actually in their hearts? We have the Lovers. Now, I can't believe the synchronicities between this pile and pile number 1. And the Lovers came out in pile number 1. Not in this position, but it came out I'm just going to say a lot in pile number 1, so you might want to look at pile number 1. We have the Lovers. Okay, so what is pile number 2's person currently feeling for pile number 2 in this connection? Oh my goodness, the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. What is pile number 2's person currently feeling? What's in their heart for pile number 2? Oh my God, the Four of Wands. Wow, pile number 2, that is all I can say. Goodness me, now again, the Four of Wands come up in pile number 1. I can't say it enough. I really feel that you need to listen to pile number 1 as well. What is pile number 2's person feeling for pile number 1? The Ten of Wands. I'm pretty certain that the Ten of Wands... Oh no, it wasn't the Ten of Wands, I beg your pardon. Okay, so let's have a look. And we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Right, so, I mean, I think, to be honest, this person, whether you are in separation from them, because there might be some issues here, because we've got the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands talks about somebody who's feeling very burdened, very weighed down, really feeling like they can't, take another step. They've got their head, I don't know if you can see, they've got their head in these wands. They can't see a clear way forward. They just feel like they've got lots of burdens and responsibilities. So maybe there is something like that going on, because we have the bring love into this situation. So maybe this is a situation where you're in separation, or there's just a lot of issues, a lot of heavy problems, or some burdens that your person is feeling. It might be that you're in a relationship with them, or you're with them, and they're just weighed down with a lot of other responsibilities, a lot of other things going on, and you're just wondering, maybe they've been a bit distant or something like that. And it could be that they're just feeling, I think this card indicates that they're just feeling a bit weighed down, possibly with a lot of work responsibilities or a lot of other burdens. That could be what's going on for some of you as well. But for sure, or if you're in separation, they're feeling the weight and the burden of that. But in terms of their feelings, I mean, goodness me, so we've got the Lovers, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got the Four of Wands. I mean, in a relationship reading around what are their current feelings about you, what's in their heart, well, I mean, they're completely in love with you. I think that's, what's pretty clear. They are completely in love with you, or they want to begin something, either this is a separation and they want to reconcile, or they're with you and they just, they just have a deep love for you, a deep feeling of love, or they want to start something new, because the Ace of Cups is a new loving connection. And coupled with the Lovers card here, which is around, if you believe in soulmate, twin flame energy, that's and also the, Four of Wands, 11-11 energy. I mean, this is a very, very deep, significant relationship, and it's very similar to the cards, like I said, in pile number 1. They feel a very deep love and connection towards you with these with these 4 cards. They might even, these 3 cards, they might even be thinking about marriage. You might be married to them, you might be in a committed relationship with them, or they might be thinking about that. Now, with the Lovers card, it could be because the Lovers card, like I said in pile number 1, and like I always say, traditionally the Lovers card in the tarot is about choices, it's about making choices, and it was often about, in the olden days, way back, when people, were, children of certain families were told that they had to marry a certain person that might not necessarily have been who they actually were in love with, but it was somebody that would kind of, was the right connection for their family and would bring on advancements for the family. So that's kind of like the traditional meaning of the Lovers card, and that's why it's always around choices. So it could be that if this is a situation where you're in separation, and with the Page of Swords here, that might be the case, that they're definitely thinking for them that they are burdened by that, they feel very weighed down by that, and they want reconciliation. With these 3 cards, 100% they want reconciliation. They may even be, and this may be the case anyway, with the Page of Swords is a very curious card. It's a very curious page, and it always kind of says that somebody's kind of checking you out, looking you up. It could be this is a crush situation, that they're definitely checking you out, they're trying to gather more information on you, they're trying to get to know you more, or if you're in separation from them, that they are definitely, looking at you, or trying to get more information on you, trying to work out what you're up to, what you're doing, that kind of thing. But I mean, in terms of their feelings, this couldn't be clearer for me. I mean, I think that they, with this Gateway card as well, they want to to have this new beginning with you, with the Ace of Cups. They want to have this, what they would think is a wonderful, loving, beautiful soulmate, twin flame type connection with you, which they see a lot of longevity to. You know, something that isn't just a quick kind of flash in the pan. This is something deep and meaningful. But anyway, let's get out some more cards here. So what does pile number 2's person feel right now? What are their current feelings for pile number 2? What is pile number 2's person's current feelings for pile number 2 now? The 2 of Pentacles underneath the Lovers, okay? What does pile number 2's person feeling right now for pile number 2? Well, these two wanted to come out. We have the High Priestess underneath the Ace of Cups. We have the Chariot. What else? What does pile number 2's person feel? What's in their heart for pile number 2? What's in their heart for pile number 2? I think both of those want to come out for some reason. The Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I'm just going to move that deck. I'm going to put that there. And let's see what's under the bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. 100% they are seeing you as the main significant relationship here. Hierophant is commitment. They are wanting commitment, but for some reason, and that might be why for some of you there might be there might be choices in this situation. So it might be that there's a bit of a three-way situation going on, and there might be commitments. You might be involved with somebody else. This might be a crush situation, and they may be thinking that you're involved with somebody else, or they might be involved with somebody else. But they definitely, with the Hierophant here, want commitment. And the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here, again, is new beginnings. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning. So if you're in separation from this person, or you're not yet started with this person, they definitely want a new beginning, either reconciliation or a brand new situation, a brand new relationship with you. But they want to do it slowly, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They want to do that slowly, or maybe they feel that they have to do that slowly, because we also have the Chariot card here, and it's right underneath the Four of Wands, which is this kind of feeling of celebration, of wanting to be with you, of wanting to, go in with Hierophant. It's often the kind of marriage card here. It's that 11-11 twin flame. So I think they are feeling like they do sort of instinctively want to rush towards you, but I think in real terms it's happening quite slowly. It's happening quite slowly here with the Knight of Pentacles. And I think with the Lovers and with the Two of Pentacles here, there's a Two of Pentacles is about weighing things up. It's about choices again, and it comes right under the Lovers card, which is also about choices. So maybe, as I said before, this person, your person, is in this situation where they're having to weigh things up and make choices. And also it can talk about juggling. There might be some financial issues that they're going through as well, just as an aside, where they're having to, almost kind of rob Peter to pay Paul. It has that kind of feel to it with the Two of Pentacles here too. Now the High Priestess talks about secrecy. It talks about things that are hidden. It talks about listening to your intuition. It comes right under the Ace of Cups, which is then the seed of love, how they feel, their loving feelings towards you. And for some reason, it might be that for some of you, it's hidden at the moment. It's not in plain sight for whatever reason. It could be that it's a crush situation and they feel that they can't declare themselves yet. It has to remain hidden. It could be that you're in a work situation with these pentacle cards here, and it can't come out. It could be that, it's a relationship that's kind of a little bit clandestine, a little bit secret, and it can't come out at the moment. But in terms of how they feel for you, they definitely feel that you are a very significant relationship for them. And my sense is that they would like there to be commitment, but for some reason, at the moment, that's causing them problems. And that could be that for some of you, it's because they are, they've just got a lot on their plate at the moment. They've got a lot going on at the moment, or that there could be other people involved in this situation, and that's what's causing this kind of slow energy, or this kind of weighing up energy, or this choice energy. But my sense is that in terms of their feelings, they couldn't have stronger feelings for you, without a doubt. They see you as somebody who is very, very, very desirable. somebody that they really feel very attracted to, that they want to be with, that they want to go through this gateway. And that's what I was saying before. It's like they feel like it's kind of magic, that they have a kind of magical connection to you. Also a very intuitive connection with the High Priestess here. You might actually, with the twin flame, the soulmate energy here, have a sort of very strong energetic kind of psychic link between the two of you. Even if it is a crush situation where you just kind of feel this kind of strong connection to them, and they feel the same for you, but you might not actually even be in a kind of solid relationship. But my sense is that they are definitely, with the Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly towards that. They definitely want to move that towards that slowly. We have two aces here which talk about new beginnings, again with the gateway. Now with the bring love into the situation, if you are in separation from this person because of maybe, you know, it's maybe they haven't you know, given you what you wanted before in the past, maybe they haven't, you know, maybe you're wanting things to be open and out in the open now, and you don't want it to be secret anymore, and you know, maybe that's caused a separation. I'm feeling that they are moving towards that. They definitely do want that for sure. Now obviously with the Lovers card here, that is Gemini energy. We've got quite a few, well, actually we've got two Wands cards here, haven't we? So, you know, with the Four of Wands, that's Aries. With the Ten of Wands, that is Sagittarius, so some fire signs there. With the Chariot, that's Cancer. Ace of Cups could be, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got the Two of Pentacles here, that's kind of Capricorn energy. Ace of Pentacles, that could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So yeah, Hierophant is also Taurus energy here. So those are just some of the astrological energies here. But I mean, I definitely feel, you know, whatever stage of a relationship you're in, whether it's separation and you want reconciliation, whether it's, you know, crush situation, whether you're in a relationship with this person and they're just kind of a bit preoccupied, you feel they're not fully giving you their, you know, their full attention. They definitely feel it. They are definitely feeling that this relationship is, you know, maybe if you're in a relationship with this person, you feel like they're hiding things or they're keeping things from you, or things aren't all out in the open. It's, you know, from these cards, it's you know, it's nothing to worry about. I think they're just, in terms of how they feel about you, because they have a very, very, very strong feeling toward you. They see you as their kind of partner in life, really. But anyway, let's have a look and see what we've got here in terms of a message for you. So what messages does pile number two, this person wants to give to pile number two? Oh, that one's, I've got two that have flown out there. So I've got this one, which says, it actually says a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I mean, pile number two, bearing in mind everything I've just said, that couldn't be more poignant, really, could it? I mean, that is just a beautiful, beautiful message for you there. I mean, goodness me. And then this one says, oh, we've got three. Oh, goodness me, I didn't realise we had three. We've got three. This one says, embrace. Through each other you find missing pieces. So that would go with the kind of gateway, with the bring love into the situation, you know, embrace, come back together again, or come together again. And it's almost like, you know, that sort of twin flame soulmate, you know, through each other you find the missing pieces. The twin flame, you know, you are the same soul, really, aren't you? Okay, so this last one says, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So maybe, as I said before, if some of you, where this person is with somebody else, and they're just kind of like burdened because, you know, they're weighing up these choices or whatever, maybe this is a message. Or maybe you are. Maybe you're involved with somebody else and they're wanting you to surrender, you to give up something in order to have a new relationship with them, in order to bring something new in. My goodness, pile number two, that was a fantastic reading, and it was actually very similar to pile number one, so you might want to look at pile number one. I just want to say, if you like the reading, then please do subscribe to it. Please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be alerted to whatever readings I do in the future. And yeah, just have a great, great day. I mean, what a fantastic reading, pile number two. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number three, welcome back to your reading. So in today's reading, we're doing, aren't we, you know, what are current feelings for you. What's in their heart? How do they really feel? So you chose the Art Nouveau deck, and you also chose this beautiful little silver patterned heart. So I'm just going to put that there. I might move a little green one out of the way because that's no longer needed. Okay, so let's get cracking. Now, before we do our tarot, I'm actually just going to do some oracle cards for you to see what's going on. So yeah, so let's have a look. So it's a timeless reading, just to remind you, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. And also, if you feel you like the reading, you know, you've got some messages from there that really resonated with you, then please do subscribe to the channel. Please do consider that and hit the notification bell so you can know when the next reading is. But anyway, let's get cracking. So please, can you tell me, you know, what is in pile number 3's person's heart? What are they actually currently feeling for pile number 3? Oh, it says prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Well, Taurus, sorry, I should say, new moons are all about, and it's funny because we had new moons in all of the readings. New moons are about wiping the slate clean. They are about setting new intentions. You know, it's the beginning of the lunar cycle all over again. So, and it may be that this connection also is going to bring you some, you know, prosperity. Taurus might also be a sign for you in some way. So, okay, let's see what else we've got. I mean, Taurus is also an earth sign, isn't it? And earth signs are all about prosperity, building, security, stability. So that might be something. They're also very, I mean, Tauruses or Taurians are governed by Venus. Venus is the goddess of love. They're also just very beautiful. I mean, Taurians are known, not for being, you know, I mean, they're known for loving beauty and also just for loving comfort, loving material wealth, taking a lot of attention and care over how they look. So, I mean, maybe there's something around your person feeling that you are very attractive and that they, you know, see you in a very attractive way. But anyway, let's see, what does pile number 3's person currently feel for pile number 3? What is actually in their heart? Let's see what this one is. I feel like it's this one. Power. Okay, I also feel for some reason, I didn't get 3 cards out for the other 2 piles, but I just feel like this one wants to come out. Power and protection. Interesting. Power and protection. Okay, so maybe they're feeling, because there's a lot of lightning in both these 2 cards, a lot of power, a lot of things being struck, so maybe they're feeling that this relationship would give them a lot of power or is very powerful, or they're feeling they're being kind of like almost hit by it. It's been striking them in some way. It's got a very striking, dramatic feel to it in some way. Maybe there's something like that going on. But we also have protection. So maybe this relationship is something that they feel would be protective for them or would give them protection in some way. But anyway, let's see what's going on. Maybe you're feeling like that, or maybe this is a situation where you're feeling that you need protection in this situation, or they're feeling like they need protection in this situation. But with the lightning, it just makes me feel that there's a lot of intense feelings in this connection. There's a lot of intense kind of hits in this connection. There's a lot of chemistry possibly in this connection. A lot of just a lot of emotion and a lot of power in that. But anyway, let's see, what have we got? So, let's put those there. Okay, so what does pile number 3's person currently feel for pile number 3? Pile number 3's person currently feel for pile number 3? What is in their hearts? So we have, oh gosh, the 9 of Cups. Okay, good start. I also feel like this one wants to come out. 2 of Swords. Okay, what does pile number 3's person currently feel for pile number 3? 5 of Swords. What does pile number 3's person currently feel for pile number 3? 8 of Pentacles. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Let's see. We have the High Priestess. Okay, so, And it's funny, isn't it, with the High Priestess there, because I was almost going to say with the Power, because this with the Power is kind of like the situation that's sort of almost in darkness, other than these lightning bolts here. And with the High Priestess, I mean, things are hidden with the High Priestess. She is, you know, somebody who has a lot of hidden knowledge. She is, you know, about intuition. So again, it's about having those messages and those kind of feelings that you can't quite explain. They're sort of like a bit mysterious. So it might be in this situation that it's been a bit hidden or a bit mysterious, or some things haven't come to light. But I do feel with some of you that this is a situation that's in separation, and there's been some issues with it, because we have the 5 of Swords here, and this is somebody feeling kind of let down, betrayed, self-sabotaging behaviour. It can be some interference, so maybe your person is feeling, you know, that if you are in separation, I think they're really feeling the pain of that. They're really feeling that that's not something that they're enjoying at all. They might feel that somebody else has interfered with that, or there's been some outside interference with it in some way, because we kind of have this sense of betrayal and defeat. So they might feel quite defeated as well in the situation at the moment. And that might be why we have the Power card here, because they feel like they want to ignite something again, or they want to start something again. Now with the 2 of Swords, I think they're feeling just they're not really sure what to do. I think they're feeling that they're not really sure what to do, because the 2 of Swords is somebody that's at a crossroads. Somebody who's at a crossroads, they don't know what path to take, they're blindfolded, they've got their back to the water. So maybe with the High Priestess here, the overriding energy is that they need to listen to their intuition more. They're not listening to their intuition. They're not going with how they really feel, because they're kind of like got their head stuck in the sand a little bit here. So that might be what's going on, and this is kind of like telling them, this is a message that they need to listen to their intuition. They need to go with what they're really feeling, because my sense is with the 9 of Cups is that they see this relationship actually as a wish fulfillment for them. They see it as a wish fulfillment for them, and they want this situation, and that's why we have the Power card. So maybe they feel that this is a situation that has fallen apart, has broken down in some way with the 5 of Swords. It's left them kind of floundering. They don't really know what to do, but actually their feelings are that they would love it to come back. They would love it to come back. They want it to come back, and I think that's why we have the lightning bolts here, because they want something to want to be sparked up again. They want that thing to come back, to be ignited again. But there might be something in it with the protection card here that kind of has wounded them in some way, and maybe that's why they're in this kind of 2 of Swords here. And maybe it's wounded you, where you know, they're not quite sure what to do next, really. And with the kind of the intuition card here, with this kind of High Priestess card, things are sort of still not fully clear to them. There's a sort of lack of clarity here. There's a sort of a mystery for them. They haven't quite worked it out, but they know that they have this kind of wish fulfillment for you, and to bring the situation back into being. Now with the 8 of Cups, not the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, I mean, this might be a kind of work connection. So this might actually be a crush situation, where they're sort of feeling like there's this sort of sense of defeat, that they can't really be open about how they're feeling. They can't really tell you about how they're feeling. It's causing them to feel confused, unhappy, stuck, because the 2 of Swords is a stuck energy, because actually it's a work situation, or a situation where they can't be open and reveal how they actually feel. That might be why we have this Power card that's almost in darkness, where it has to be something kind of really, you know, it almost has to sort of, you know, there has to be something as dramatic as a lightning bolt, really, to make this situation move forward in some way. So maybe they're just feeling a bit heavy, a bit weighed down with it, a bit defeated by it, and they feel that they can't move forward with it. But actually, in their heart of hearts, it is actually a wish fulfillment for them. They would love to be in a situation either back with you again, if it's a reconciliation and you're in separation, or with you if it is somebody that's admiring from you afar, or you're inquiring about a crush situation, and they just feel like they can't make that move, but deep down, you know, everything has to stay hidden, everything has to stay under the surface, but deep down they have this kind of like wish in their heart for you in some way. Okay, maybe this is also about, you know, you being shown that this situation is actually being divinely guided and protected in some way, because these are lightning bolts that are coming from up higher, coming from the gods, really. It just feels like there's some sort of protection for you, some kind of divine protection for you both in this situation. But anyway, let's get another some more cards out. So can you please tell me, what is pile number 3's person feeling for pile number 3 right now? What is pile number 3's person feeling for pile number 3 right now? Now again, we have the 5 of Swords. So I'm almost certain for this pile, and if it doesn't resonate with you actually, then you might want to look at some of the other piles or some of the readings, that there's been some sort of separation, breakup. Your person is feeling very very low in this situation. I think they feel very betrayed. There's a sense of defeat. It may have been their own behaviour. You know, they may have been the one that have sabotaged this situation. They may have done things that have been wrong in this situation, that has caused this situation to come into this kind of state. But you know, they are certainly feeling the separation, and they're certainly very anxious about that. But they're stuck. They feel like they're sort of stuck, and they need almost like a lightning bolt to kind of get them out of that sort of stuck feeling, really. What is pile number 3's person feeling right now for pile number 3? What is in their heart? Temperance, yeah, they want balance underneath the 2 of Swords here. They want to bring it back into balance. They want some healing here. I think they definitely want some healing here. They want to bring things back into balance. They want to, I mean, there may have been in this situation some excesses in the relationship that might have caused these kind of problems to occur, or this breakup to occur. There might have been some excesses in some way, and they want to bring that back into balance. They want to, yeah, it might be that there were some differences as well between you that caused the situation to break up in some way, and they now want to try to, you know, make those differences work, if you like. They want to try and work it out. What is pile number 3's person's feelings right now for pile number 3? Yeah, the Magician. They want to manifest it again. They want to bring it back into being, definitely. What is pile number 3's person's feelings right now for pile number 3? What is in their hearts? Hanged Man, but there's this sense of being stuck again. Ace of Rods or Ace of Wands underneath the deck. Yeah. See, I'm almost 100% certain this is a pile where people are in separation. This is about people that are in separation, or there's been something in the, you know, it could be that, you know, it just sort of started. It was a new relationship, or, you know, it could be a long-standing relationship, but something has happened to create a separation, or to create some stagnancy, to create this kind of 2 of Swords and this kind of Hanged Man stuck energy. I feel that your person is kind of stuck. They don't actually know. They're in suspense. You know, this is like somebody who's in suspension, is kind of waiting. They need to get a new perspective, and part of me just feels like they've got their head stuck in the sand a little bit in terms of actually taking action towards this wish fulfillment, which I believe is you. They actually do want you, as you know, they definitely do want you. But I think there's maybe this sense of, I mean, maybe something happened whereby they feel hurt in the situation, where something happened with you and then they feel hurt by you. I mean, I don't know, it could be one or the other, but somebody with the 5 of Swords coming up twice here feels very betrayed, very let down, very hurt. Feels like somebody has interfered in some way, or maybe somebody, maybe them or you or someone, has sabotaged the situation. There's been a lot of self-sabotaging behaviour, but without a doubt, with the Temperance and the Magician card here, they want to bring it back into being. And with the Nine of Cups here, this is their wish fulfillment. Their feelings for you are very strong. They want to be with you, but they recognise that there has been a lot of issues in the situation. They're carrying, I feel, quite a lot of hurt, or maybe they're thinking you're carrying quite a lot of hurt, and maybe they're feeling that they have to work very hard with the Eight of Pentacles here to bring this situation back into being, and they're sort of stuck in that because maybe they're sensing that you would not take them back. Maybe they're feeling that, you know, maybe there was, with the protection card here, there was quite a lot of toxicity in this situation before. There was quite a lot of, you know, patterns of behaviour that were quite negative or quite difficult, or, like you say, quite self-sabotaging, and that's why we had the protection card here, where, you know, there needs to be some discernment if there is to be reconciliation. But what I'm sensing here is that this person, in terms of their feelings and what's in their heart, they certainly do have very strong feelings for you still. They want to bring the situation back into being. They want balance, but they're stuck because they're still stuck in what went on before. They're still stuck in the Five of Swords, either being out in the cold or being feeling rejected, feeling let down, feeling betrayed, or feeling that they did that to you, and that there needs to be a lot of work in the situation to bring it back into being. I almost feel like with these two lightning bolts, cards with lightning bolts, there needs to be something like, almost like lightning for them. That's how they're feeling, that they would need a kind of, you know, a bolt of lightning to revive this situation. But in their heart, they're feeling like they really want to, but they're stuck. There's this kind of stuck Hanged Man energy where they know perhaps that they need to have a new perspective. They need to have, you know, enlightenment to bring it back into life, because I think with the Ace of Wands here, they definitely do want to bring it back into life. And of course here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which underneath that is like you've got the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, which is, you know, wish fulfillment on every level, wish fulfillment emotionally and wish fulfillment materially. So that might be why we have the prosperity lies ahead, you know, where they want, maybe that was what caused a lot of the issues, possibly. Maybe there was some issues around material things, if you were with somebody around, you know, just there were some problems with that in some way. That might be why we have the work card. You know, if you were with them, you were in a relationship with them, maybe they weren't pulling their weight in that respect, in terms of material, security, comfort, you know, bringing something to the table, literally, in terms of that. That might be what caused some of the issues or the problems, because here we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, where they want to have that kind of wish fulfillment. The Nine of Pentacles can also talk about independent energy as well. So maybe they're feeling underneath the, you know, the High Priestess here, that you are independent now, that you are independent from them, that you have, you know, moved on, that you built up an independent life for yourself, and that you might not want this reconciliation or this new beginning with them, and that might be why they're feeling kind of stuck in this, in the past. I feel like in some ways they feel like they're stuck in the past, whatever's happened, but in their hearts, their actual, what you want, if you want to know what's actually in their heart, they have this, that their wish fulfillment is to be with you, that you are their wish fulfillment, to bring things back into balance, to manifest it again. But I just feel like your person is a little bit stuck in what has gone on before. But anyway, let's have a few message cards and see if there's anything that they want to say. So what does pile number three's person, is there a message from pile number three's person to pile number three? What is it? This says playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So maybe, you know, this is a situation where you're just really going through some tough times with your person. It's, you know, it's stuck, it feels stagnant. You don't feel like it's going anywhere. Maybe they're not really showing you how they feel. So maybe this card is about saying, you know, you need to revive it again, bring something back into it, you know, have a little bit of fun together, be playful together, have some good times together. Remember that there's love in this situation, and maybe that's their message to you if you're in separation, you know, that they want to bring that that playfulness, that love back into the situation that maybe you had before. Is there anything else? Well, this one that's stuck there seems to want to come out. What does that one say? So this one says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So this is about, maybe there's been a lot of blame in this situation, or a lot of, because with the Five of Swords, that does talk about a lot of, hurt and heartbreak and, interference and maybe some harsh words. And what this card is reminding you is to sort of, that, we can often project what we like and don't like about ourselves onto others, and it's just about remembering that. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got here? So maybe there's something around being, a need for both of you to be more compassionate in some way with the Temperance card, to kind of move into more healing. Okay, so what does pile number 3's person? Is there anything that pile number 3's person wants to say? No, is there anything that pile number 3's person wants to say to the 3? That's clear. This says heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yeah, so it feels to me that, I think it's about, all these cards are about this, but your person is feeling stuck. They want to manifest it again. They want to bring it back into being again. But it is around, I think with the protection card, maybe one of you or both of you is feeling like there's been a lot of things that have happened in this situation where you need to be really careful with each other, where you need to be really honest and open, but discerning, where there needs to be a lot of work to revive the situation, to bring it back into being, where it needs to be almost like a clean slate, a new start, but in a healed way. In the Magician and the Temperance is about healing. It's about bringing something brand new into being, where you would have to work through some of the issues that you might have gone through before to bring it into a more balanced state this time around. But anyway, pile number 3, that has been your reading. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be alerted to when I next do a reading. Other than that, have a great day, and I will see you in the next reading. But before I do, I'm not sure I've managed to say any of the astrological signs, so bear with me on that. I'm sorry about that. So some of the astrological signs, I think I did say Taurus. So obviously, with the 9 of Cups here, that's Pisces energy. With the 2 of Swords here, we've got Libran energy. 5 is Aquarius, with the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo. We've also got 5 of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to leave it at there. Yeah, so other than that, have a great day, pile number 3, and I'll see you next reading. Bye for now.